Today, it's time to get schooled. And speaking of today, did you know that in this day, October 31st, 1517, a peeved monk by the name of Martin Luther posted his 95 Theses on the door of the Wittenberg Church? It set off a series of events that are now cited as the Protestant Reformation. Luther's first thesis could not have conveyed his intentions any more clear. Repent. He called for a change of heart, a turning, a basic change. Ultimately, this change would require leaving the church altogether. Little did this relatively obscure cleric know the impact he was about to have. Luther was quick to redirect any attention from himself. "I did nothing," he wrote. "The Word did everything." When confronted by the emperor to recant his heresies, Luther held out his Bible and was to have said, "Here I stand." That being said, his ideas often promoted parochialism, illiberal opinions, and harsh rhetoric. One of his closest colleagues, when eulogizing Luther, said, "Too much asperity." Nevertheless, this so-called Bohemian stood up to the prevailing institutional power structures to protest. He flipped orthodoxy into orthopraxy. What seems to be the powerful lesson of this little tale is that the butterfly effect seems to be true. The butterfly effect, a subset of chaos theory, suggests that a small change in one state of a deterministic nonlinear system can result in large differences in a later state. Fichte wrote, "You could not remove a single grain of sand from its place without thereby changing something throughout all parts of the immeasurable whole." More recently, Alan Turing wrote, "The displacement of a single electron by a billionth of a centimeter at one point might make the difference between a man killed by an avalanche a year later or escaping." In the children's book, The Phantom Toll Booth, its author suggests, whatever we do affects everything and everyone else, even in the tiniest way. Why, when a housefly flaps its wings, a breeze goes around the world. I'm reminded of the wisdom of William James. Act as if what you do makes a difference. It does. That's where I stand. Psst. It's Prologue with MR.REVIEW. It's a podcast that is actively digging tons of earth to find an ounce of gold, striving for a more perfect union.